So, I think one last thing that we do have to discuss is Battle of the Beats 2025 Week 2. So, semifinals are underway. Week 1 has finished. If you want to go take a look at the bracket, that is available on our social media right now. But just to give you guys a little bit of an update here on the show. So, where the bracket stands, it looks like Absono advances to the semifinals to go against Kale Plants, and then Ghost will advance to the semifinals to go against Pez. So the semifinals are going to be fucking crazy. But anybody who's participating in Battle of the Beats 2025, all of your materials will be sent out this week. I've probably already talked to you regardless, but again, I'll be in contact with all of you guys for your semifinals purposes and whatnot, right? So we'll be diving into that. But yeah, man, it's heating up. It's definitely fucking heating up. Semis, that's right, guys. Fucking semis. It's gonna be crazy. It's definitely gonna be crazy. But like I said, week 2 has commenced. So again, we are heading into the semifinals, and voting has closed for week 1. So of course, huge congrats to Ghost and the homie Amsono for advancing. But we have semifinals on the way. So one thing when it comes down to everything like that, pretty much it'll be working the same way when it comes down to voting and how everybody gets their materials and things like that. So it'll work the same, but again, voting will be live Friday for semifinals, and then you'll be able to vote over the course of the weekend and whatnot. So that'll be the plan there. One thing I'll say, can you get the stems this time? We actually did not get any stems. No. Believe it or not, sourcing the loops was actually pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. So what we got is like pretty good to be honest with you. We just kind of have to work with what we have at the moment. So no stems available. No stems available for any of the loops. But again, that's why this competition kind of took so long, just because it was kind of a bitch to source out all these materials and loops and things like that, and actually get producers that wanted to be down for it, right? So we just kind of took what we got and ran with it. But again, for the future, Ghost, that is a great improvement. So for the next competition, we'll definitely keep that in mind, though. Huge shout out to you. I like that. But yeah, so week 2 will be commencing, and like I said, I'll be speaking to all the prods this week. You guys will get your materials. You'll be able to cook pretty much throughout the whole week, and then you'll have Friday to go live with all of your voting and instrumentals and things like that. So you guys know the dealio, man. That's pretty much it. Battle of the Beats week 2 semifinals commences. Let's get it. I'm excited. Excelente, my friends. Excelente. So, that's pretty much everything that we had to go through when it comes down to Battle of the Beats. Obviously the round 1 went relatively well, and then round 2 is going to be where it starts to heat up, I won't lie. Round 2 is definitely going to be pretty fucking crazy, so I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. Makes it easier to make a beat. Yeah, well, I mean, most prods should be able to, utilize a loop, right? So that's kind of like, that's kind of like the point of the challenge, you know what I mean? Like, if we give you all the materials, like, we're basically building the beat for you anyway, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like, that's part of the idea. So that's also a very interesting aspect about it, for sure. Because, most parts should be able to, use a loop, right? So I think that's also a big part of it, for sure. But, fair point. Yeah, well, that was one of the things that we had discussed anyway, right? Like, we didn't want to make it, like, too easy for everybody to kind of utilize the materials that we gave them, right? So that was kind of one of those things as to where it's like, if we did that, then we're kind of, it's not really a challenge at that point. It's more so about, who has more sauce. You know what I mean? But, so, you guys know the deal. We shall hop over to Twitter, and let's get into it.